Hello, welcome in daily newspaper editorials audio program. Now headlines. What Trump 2.0 means for India. The Hindu. Now headlines in detail. What Trump 2.0 means for India. The Hindu. New Delhi warm welcome for Trump 2.0 will be tempered by concerns over his social media posts and tough rhetoric on trade and traffic. Suhasini Haidar. 5 years after Prime Minister Narendra Modi told a crowd in Houston, Texas that India had connected well, the Republican candidate Donald Trump and followed it up with Ab Ki Baar Trump Sarkar. This time a Trump government. Mr. Trump has gained the votes required to become the US 47th president. Mr. Modi's statement reflected the bonhomie that the two leaders shared throughout Mr. Trump's first tenure. But when we go beyond personal ties to bilateral ties, Trump 1.0 was a mixed bag for India. New Delhi will no doubt welcome Trump 2.0 even as it braces for the impact of some of his methods, such as using social media to open Coricon in order to drive home a point where the road will be smooth. There are several reasons for the Modi government to be delighted with Mr. Trump's victory. The president-elect has made it clear that he intend to build on his past history with India, which will include building trade ties, opening up more technology for Indian companies, and making more US military hardware available for Indian defense forces. He will pick up the broken threads of negotiation for a free trade agreement, which saw intense negotiations in 2019-2020 before he lost power, and which former President Joe Biden showed no interest in counting rather than pushing India no carbon emissions cuts. Mr. Trump is likely to encourage India to buy into US oil and LNG along the lines of the Memorandum of Understanding for the Driftwood LNG plant in Louisiana in 2019, which would have brought $2.5 billion in investment from Petronet India into the US, but was shelved a year later. Under Mr. Trump, India-US ties are also unlikely to face less trouble over issues such as democratic norms, minority rights, press freedom, and human rights, which the Modi government faced from the Biden administration and the US Commission on International Religious Freedom. Nor will they need to worry about queries on the treatment of climate and human rights NGOs hit by the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act 2010. Although there may be some questions asked by Republican congressmen who are concerned about US Christian NGOs operating in India, New Delhi will also hope that public comments by the US State Department and Department of Justice on the Pannun Nijjar cases will be more muted, while the trial involving alleged middleman Nikhil Gupta for the aborted assassination attempt on Khalistani activist Gurpant Pannun last year would continue. Founder of the Republican Hindu Coalition, Salab Sali Kumar has said that he expects Mr. Trump to crack down on Khalistani groups. Moreover, Mr. Trump's frosty ties in the past with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau indicate that New Delhi would not have to worry about a reaction from Washington over its ongoing diplomatic war with Ottawa over the Niger killing potential trouble areas. So, where could the trouble come from? The first problem is Trump's president's focus on cutting trade tariffs, which saw his administration impose a series of counter tariffs, file World Trade Organization complaints, and then withdraw India's GSP status for exporters. The second is his habit of disclosing the contents of private conversations with leaders and no occasion embracing them or even imagining them. For instance, he mocked Mr. Modi on the issue of lowering of duties on Harley Davidson motorcycles and begged India to lift the ban on hydrochloroquine exports, which did not go down well in New Delhi. His habit took a more serious turn when it involved other countries. In 2019, Mr. Trump told Pakistan's then Prime Minister Imran Khan that they could resolve the Kashmir issue and that Mr. Modi had asked him to mediate in the matter. India vehemently denied the assertion in 2020 after China transgressed the line of equal control and began a military standoff with India. Mr. Trump posted that Mr. Modi was not in a good mood over the developments. India denied that the two leaders had spoken at all. Diplomats, however, point out that Mr. Trump did back India in the conflict. इंडिया द कौन कहाँ है India in the conflict, ensuring that the winter grew for the forces in a manner different from past US administrations. Perhaps the most testing times were during the US tensions with Iran. In June 2018, he sent the then United Nations envoy Nikki Haley on a mission to New Delhi to verbally threaten India with sanctions. Subsequently, India zeroed out its oil imports from both Iran and Venezuela. In some relief, New Delhi is likely to face little little pressure now on now little pressure now on social media last week about Dhaka's failure to protect Hindu militaries. The Biden government had expanded its outreach in South Asian countries such as Nepal, Bhutan, and Maldives. In that sense, many in the region may worry not so much about US actions but a lack of attention from the new administration.